Heroes of both dimensions, welcome to ours.
When it comes to the collision between two worlds, Capcom's own Versus fighting game series is arguably the best in the business. It's been over 5 years since we last saw Marvel's finest go toe-to-toe with Capcom's beloved franchises, and now it's time for another clash with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So what's changed? What's new? What crazy mechanics has Capcom come up with this time? Well, keep watching to find out, and if you want more coverage of MVC and all the latest fighting games, don't forget to subscribe to the GameSpot YouTube channel, because I guarantee you we're going to have a lot more to talk about in the future. But for right now, let's get into what we know so far. Based on the first trailer that we all saw back in December, Infinite will return to a 2v2 format, which hasn't been seen since the first Marvel vs. Capcom nearly 20 years ago. Many people in the Marvel community were hoping for something just as hype and combo-friendly as MVC3 was, but we had a chance to check out the game at Capcom's offices, and by golly, it's a different beast altogether. There's a lot to get through, so let's start off with the basics.
I'll take you on.
First off, Infinite has thrown the button layout from MVC3 out the window and has returned to a 4-button setup similar to MVC2. Punches and kicks both get a light and hard variation, but character assists, a staple in the Marvel franchises for decades, are now gone. Instead, the final 2 buttons will be used for tagging your partner and using your Infinity Stone power. Now, tagging a partner will cause them to run on the screen and you can immediately begin attacking with them. But what makes this mechanic special is that you can tag at any time, anywhere. In the middle of an air combo? Sure, tagging your partner. Throw a fireball and then immediately tag in? Yeah, you can do that. Activate a hyper combo and then tag in and rush them down with high-low mix-ups? Yes, you can do that too. The game may lack assists, but it makes up for it by allowing you to essentially create your own. No longer will characters be thrown aside because their assists are weak, or be essential to a team a la Dr. Doom because of their versatility. While this may seem weird at first, after all, Marvel players the world round love their assists, it all plays into the main mechanic that drives Infinite's combo system. And if Capcom's statements about making the game more accessible put you in a panic, well, I can assure you that there's nothing to worry about. They have made the game easier for casuals by introducing an auto combo system that simply involves pressing the light punch button. Mashing the button won't exactly win you the game, but it's a smart move for people who don't play religiously to stand a fighting chance. And speaking of combos, they're just as deep and complex as ever. Ground bounces and wall bounces make the return. Oh, and every single character can OTG by themselves. But there is a huge potential for creativity when it comes to combos in this game, and we haven't even touched on the Infinity Stones yet. Well, actually, let's do that right now. So each of the 6 Infinity Stones grants your character an Infinity Surge, a special power that you can use at any point during the match. Capcom showed off 3 of the stones in the build that we played. The Time Stone, which gives your character a warp dash, the Power Stone, which gives you a short-range wall bounce attack, and the Space Stone, which allows you to suck enemies in, perfect for command grabs. The stone's abilities are decently powered by themselves, but build enough meter and you'll be able to unleash the Infinity Storm effect. The powered up Time Stone speeds you up significantly, throwing any recovery frames out the window and allowing you to chain together moves into custom combos. The Power Stone Surge amplifies your damage and gives every move you connect with a giant ground or wall bounce. But my favorite out of all the 3 definitely has to be the Space Stone Surge, which simply enough traps your opponent in a giant box. They can still attack and block, but they're stuck there for a while just waiting to be rushed down. Even by Marvel vs. Capcom standards, these stones are pretty insane, and honestly, I don't think I'm gonna miss X Factor all that much. Oh, and one last thing, you can say goodbye to one-player games, because now whenever your character is caught in a combo with certain death on the horizon, you can activate a counter switch, and what that does is call in your second character who you now control while your opponent is beating up the first. So this opens up the game's defensive options while also putting pressure on the attacker to continue their combo or not. It does cost 2 super mirrors to activate the counter switch, but I take that over a dead character any day. Now there's a lot more I haven't mentioned and I don't really want to drag this on too long, so I'm just going to do a rundown of everything I missed. Ready? Go! Rocket Raccoon is in the trailer, but not playable in the latest builds, so that does give me hope for a Groot as a character at least. The footage here may not show it, but if you time it right, push blocking will actually reflect projectiles. Yep, finally a counter against Morgan Doom. Ultron might be the only brand new character so far, but everyone at least feels slightly different from their previous Marvel vs. Capcom iterations. And despite being beaten up in every trailer that we've seen, Mega Man actually looks pretty cool. His moveset has a ton of awesome projectiles, and his X armor actually powers him up, not unlike Arthur. And finally, ending this on a weird little note, dead characters actually stay on the screen for some reason. Maybe it's a distraction, or maybe it's an intimidation factor for the other team, I don't know. It's kinda weird. It's pretty crazy that we're already less than 5 months away from new Marvel vs. Capcom. So as we get closer to the September release, we'll have a lot more information about the game. So please keep it tuned to GameSpot and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates.
The full court!